Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it'll be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. His way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw on 2nd down. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Sterling Hawk-Richter set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Third down, Leonard. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Leonard. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Santos. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Cowboys.
Now Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on third down, Leonard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Leonard. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leonard. And he's going to go down again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Leonard. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Leonard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Sterling Mockrichter set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 21-0 our score after 1.
Nothing.
On 1st down, Leonard. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
3rd down.
From the gun, Leonard. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he gets us up to the 34 out of bounds there.
At their own 34-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a big run that time by Henry. 49 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over from here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's second and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Back to throw. Leonard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On third down, Leonard. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up on a USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Back to throw. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it first and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Santos. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
To throw on 2nd down, Leonard. And incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Leonard. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 36. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 42-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out
under pressure, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 11.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Oh, and now he goes him over. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They run with Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Leonard. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On second down, it's Henry, and he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 28. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's going to be caught. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time he is in. Yes. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
On first and 10, Leonard. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Leonard. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on first down, Leonard. Able to hit his target, Lamb. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16.
It's a gain of 25.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Cowboys.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A give to Harris. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll run again with Harris. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Leonard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
26-yard line.
A quick throw here out to Brown. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from...
And he fires one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Leonard. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And not only did he drop it. He dropped it in the end zone. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun, Leonard. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, Leonard. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And it brings up 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Operating from the gun, Leonard under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team to have a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Tennessee, a loss would have really hurt.